This is True Talk. We're on the streets of Sydney. The election's just been called. We're going to find out if anyone absolutely even gives a shit. Follow me. Hello, would you like to speak about the election? Would anyone like to speak about the election? The election's just been called. Would anyone like to speak about the election? Albo, ScoMo, who's your favourite? Take a pick. The federal election's just been called. Are you interested in the election, ma'am? Not interested? Just walking past. You interested in the election, lads? Not interested at all. Not at all. Sir, you interested in the election? Just been called. Everyone seems to not be interested or care. Not interested in talking about it. What's your name, sir?
Conrad.
Conrad. And the election's just been called. ScoMo's gone to the Governor-General's residence. A lot of people here ignoring us when we've asked them about the election. Are you interested in the election?
Yep, it's important.
What's so important about this upcoming election for May 21?
We've got a choice between continuing of a government that's sort of leading Australia into a pretty dark place. A leader that lies regularly, has no regard for the truth, no regard for institutions of democracy, seems intent on pork barrelling and paying his mates, giving his jobs to his mates. It's a sort of heading towards a corrupt system we're creating here. And the choice between that and Albo is one of a decent, honourable person who had a tough life, has given his life to politics and has pretty much been decent throughout that career, versus someone who's just proved themselves to be a liar and someone who doesn't give a fuck about anyone but himself and protecting power. What's the choice? It's a big choice.
Would anyone like to speak about the election? Sir, would you like to speak about the election?
Oh, get rid of the Prime Minister.
Get rid of him?
Yeah.
ScoMo?
Yeah.
Why do you want to get rid of him, sir?
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
The whole world knows that he's a liar.
And we just need to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your comment. Anyone else interested in speaking about the election? Give your views to TV. Let Australia know how you feel. No one wants to let Australia know how they... Yes, sir. He was half interested. Would you like to comment about the election? Election's just been called. No. Election's just been called. Would you like to comment about the election? Let Australia know your views. What do you think about ScoMo? No comment? More rejections. The supporter, come here then, talk about the Sharkies. Oh, South supporter, go Albo, all the way, mate. Hello, would you like to speak about the election? Election's just been called, no? Would you like to speak about the election? Election's just been called, give your views. No? No? Okay. Hello, sir. The election's just been called. Would you like to speak about the election? Would you like to give your views about the election? Election's been called. Any views about the election? The election's been called. Any views? Give your views to Australia? No. So you look like a good Aussie bloke. Give your views about the Aussie election coming up. What do you think about ScoMo and Albo?
Absolutely no faith whatsoever in our politicians.
Nothing?
Nothing.
On either party, either side?
No, they just prove me wrong every time. So.
How long have you been feeling like, when was the first time you lost faith in Australia's politicians?
Oh, Jesus. Decades ago.
Decades ago. And what's the main reason you can't get your faith back? Just the lies and the greed?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Sir, do you care about the election? Just got announced?
Not really.
No, well, our ScoMo and Albo, who do you like more if you had to pick?
Albo, easy.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, isn't he? Go the Rabbits, go the Rabbits! So you sound like you're a fan of the Labor leader, Albo. Do you think Albo can do it? Do you think he can take on ScoMo? Because he's lost like 20 kilos, he's got the new trendy glasses on, he's got a new wardrobe. These are the optics they got to do to win power, right? Yeah, ScoMo's got the dad optics, so I'm a Sharkies fan. So Albo's gone the other way with the total statesman look now. He's fit, he's well dressed.
He supports the Rabbitohs with his mask with his Rabbitohs thing, But it's all marketing these days, isn't it? You got to look the part.
They put a marketing spin on whatever their agenda is. But
out of the two, though, would you like to see Albo given a chance?
No, not really. I don't. I have as little faith in him as what I do in Scott Morrison. So they're pretty much, look at them as all being the same, really.
We've been on the streets for close to an hour. We've been rejected by everyone we've asked, apart from yourself, about like, are you interested in the election? Do you have something to say? You yourself think it's one of the most important elections in living memory. Why do you think there's this level of apathy?
People are, sick of politicians. They're sick of, it's a system now of politics is out of touch with the individual, people's individual lives, the pressures in their lives.
So you'd agree that politics has been lost to the normal average person, and now it's a case of, I guess, just big business controlling things?
Oh, well, yeah, it's not a case. I mean, it's a fact. We all know that. I mean, they can put whatever spin they want on it, but we know how it works, and we know their agenda is their own self-interest. So,
I think it's important. It's always important to vote, and it'd be nicer to see a bit more interest from the people.
Hello, man. Would you like to give your view about the election announced yesterday? ScoMo vs Albo, the Greens, Pauline Hanson, Clive Palmer. Not interested. Don't have to be scared. Don't have to be scared. Anyone else want to give their views about the election? ScoMo, Albo. Anyone want to tell Australia what they think about the election? Election's just been called. People in Sydney, give your views. ScoMo, Albo, the Greens, Pauline Hanson, Clive Palmer. He's going to make a Titanic. He owns Hitler's car. Looks like a day of rejections for me. As you can see, not many people are interested in speaking about the election. The people who have spoken, though, the people who haven't rejected us, all of them think ScoMo's a liar. It's been Serkan Ozturk. This has been True Talk.